In a peaceful village surrounded by lush forests and misty mountains, there lived two curious and kind-hearted siblings, Emma and Edward. Emma was clever and full of wonder, while Edward was brave and always ready for adventure. They loved exploring the woods near their home and imagining magical creatures lived deep within. One bright morning, while wandering farther than usual, they stumbled upon a narrow path hidden beneath vines and tall grass. Intrigued, they followed it and soon found themselves standing in front of a large cave glowing with a soft, golden light. "Do you see that?" Emma whispered, eyes wide. Edward nodded. "Let's go." They tiptoed inside. The cave walls sparkled with gems, and in the center lay a magnificent golden dragon with shimmering scales, its wings curled in like a sleeping bird. Suddenly, the dragon opened one glowing eye. Its voice was deep and gentle. "Who enters the cave of Elder?" Emma stepped forward, trembling. "We didn't mean to disturb you. We were just curious." The dragon raised his head and smiled weakly. "I am Elder, guardian of the skies. My magic is fading. I can no longer fly. I need the blue sky leaf, a rare herb that grows only at the peak of the Whispering Mountain. But I am too weak to fetch it." Edward looked at Emma, then back at the dragon. "We'll get it for you." And so, their journey began. The journey begins. Emma and Edward crossed wild rivers, climbed steep cliffs, and faced fierce winds. They met talking animals, outsmarted a mischievous troll guarding a bridge, and even escaped a sudden snowstorm with the help of a friendly owl. At last, after days of traveling, they reached the Whispering Mountain. At the very top, glowing under the moonlight, was the blue sky leaf, shining like a star. Carefully, Emma picked it and placed it in a silk pouch. Their journey back was just as dangerous, but their courage and teamwork saw them through. When they finally returned to the cave, Elder looked.
In a forgotten corner of the world, beyond mountains carved by time and rivers that sang to the stars, there lay an ancient forest known only in myth, Eldergrove. Few dared speak its name. Fewer still had ventured near. The trees were said to whisper to those who entered, telling truths no mortal was meant to hear. But Erin, a young girl of 16 with stormy gray eyes and wild auburn hair, had never been afraid of stories. Living in the quiet village of Windmere, where each day was like the one before, she longed for the unknown. Her mother warned her often, "The world beyond Windmere is not for dreamers." But Erin always answered with a smile, "Then maybe it's waiting for one." One crisp morning, a golden falcon landed on her windowsill. Tied to its leg was a scroll sealed with a symbol she didn't recognize, a tree with a glowing eye at its center. She broke the seal and read, "The forest awakens. The last seed must be found. Come before the final whisper. L." Without hesitation, Erin packed her satchel, a water skin, her father's compass, a loaf of bread, and a silver locket she wore since birth. The only thing left of her father who vanished when she was a child. Chapter 1. Into the Whispering Woods. The entrance to Eldergrove was not marked by signs, but by silence. The moment Erin crossed the edge of the forest, all sound died, no birds, no breeze, just the sound of her breath. The trees loomed, ancient and gnarled, their bark veined with glowing green lines. The whispers began faintly, like wind through leaves, but as she stepped deeper, they formed words. "You do not belong. Turn back. The seed must not awaken." But Erin pressed on. Suddenly, a blur of motion. Something leapt from the shadows and knocked her to the ground.